It makes no sense to achieve such a project at a whopping sum of $400 million. I am informed that the National Ecumenical Center in Abuja, which is used by all Christian faith in Nigeria, was built at a cost of $30 million.
President Mahama pledged to be transparent, accountable, and focus on justice and fairness.
I therefore pledge before you, my holy fathers, to lead a government that is transparent, that is accountable, and focused on justice and fairness, as you just exhorted us here today. We'll strengthen the fight against corruption relentlessly, knowing that it undermines the very fabric of our society.
Moving on to another story, Speaker of Parliament Albin Bagbin has advised the new elected Member of Parliament to embrace diversity of opinions and work collaboratively to address the oppressing needs of the citizens. He said this during his address at the dissolution of the 8th Parliament.
I urge the 9th Parliament to embrace the diversity of opinions and work collaboratively to address the pressing needs of our citizens. Leadership, as I have come to learn, is not about exerting authority, but it's about inspiring trust, enabling others, and championing the vision larger than oneself. Public service is different from self-service. And anybody who wants to engage in self-service, you better go to private sector. I am
Moving on to secondly, the statue of former President Akufo-Addo at the Fiam-Kwantan Regional Hospital in Sekondi has been destroyed by unknown individuals. The entire statue has been toppled and destroyed, with the head to the knee area smashed. It reportedly occurred at around 1:30 a.m. on Monday. A devastating fire has engulfed the Chima market, destroying over 100 of shops. Firefighters were deployed to the scene to contain the fire. The cause of the fire is not known yet. Meanwhile, officers from the Ghana National Fire Service will launch an investigation soon.
This is nominated for the what do you think is the reason why you you say how the market is, how things are started the absence of proper unity, they contribute to the difficulties your men are going through.
I can see it because it's difficult for men to spend it. So many things were started. It is very difficult.
We've seen quite a number of fire cases. Take us to how many of them are from the children and other
another one, there's a small one, they had one and even when she because of their police when I called.
More stories will come in your way after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the break. You still live on CSTV News on CSTV. For more news updates, you can follow us on all social media handles at CSTV GH. Now, in business news, President John Dramani Mahama has promised to rebuild and reset the country. Speaking at the National Prayer and Thanksgiving service, he stated that they will address the challenges of unemployment by investing in entrepreneurship.
Plans to give you hope and a future. With this assurance, we embark on a journey to rebuild and reset our nation. The resetting of our nation, Ghana, is anchored on restoring hope and creating opportunities for all. We will address the challenges of unemployment by investing in entrepreneurship, in vocational training and value chain development in agriculture and industry. Our youth deserve better opportunities, and we are committed to providing them with the tools that they need to thrive in life. We'll prioritize health care, ensuring that every Ghanaian, no matter their location or economic status, has access to quality medical care. In this regard, we'll compile an inventory of all uncompleted health facilities and prepare a plan and program to complete and operationalize these. To improve access to health care for all our people, we will in the next budget uncap the National Health Insurance Levy.
So in business news, the National Petroleum Authority has assured Ghanaians that there is no cause for alarm regarding the reported pocket of petrol shortages in the northern part of the country. A statement issued by the National Petroleum Authority said following a report of petrol shortages in the northern regions, the Technical Committee on Energy set up by the Chief of Staff met on January 10, 2025 to discuss modalities for resolving the issue at hand. The statement also explained that the logistical challenges identified were being comprehensively addressed using a three-pronged approach. On the international front, at least 16 civilians in Nigeria's northwestern states have been killed in a military airstrike after being mistaken for criminal gangs. According to residents, the victims were members of local vigilante groups and civilians defending themselves from armed gangs noted for kidnapping people for ransom. The strikes targeted militant gangs in some areas, and the state governor, Dauda Lawal, offered his condolences to the community. Benin forces have suffered heavy losses in an attack near the border with insurgency hit Niger and Burkina Faso. According to the National Guard Chief of Staff, one of Benin's most well-equipped military personnel had been hit in the north. It is not clear yet who is behind the attack, but the country has in recent years witnessed increasing attacks in the northern region, blamed on jihadist groups based in neighboring countries. We'll go for a break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the commercial break. Now in entertainment news, Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Bugon constituency, John Dumelo, has stated that he does not need a siren to assist with his parliamentary duties. He believes that while sirens can be transportation easier, they are not necessarily for him as an MP. He also disagreed with the statement made by his colleague Kwame upon Asari, known as A+, who expressed a newfound understanding of the necessity for Member of Parliament to use sirens. Weather report is up next. Stay tuned. Welcome back now. Weather report for today. Progressing into the day, the dry and hazy conditions with varying intensities are still expected to persist over the country. Visibilities across the country will range from 2,000 millimeters to 8,000. However, localized rain showers are anticipated over areas along the west coast and their immediate environs. This afternoon, now cautions, naked fire should be handled cautiously to prevent any form of fire outbreak due to the dryness in most parts of the country. Motorists are advised to use fog lights and drive within appropriate speed limits due to deteriorated visibilities. And this is where we end today's news bulletin on Cstv. But before we go, let's have a recap of the top stories. President Mahama has promised to make education another cornerstone of the reset of the country. Devastating fire engulfed Techima market. On the international front also, Nigerian military kills 16 civilians in air strike mistake. And this is where we draw our curtains for today's news bulletin on CSTV. You can follow us on the social media handles CSTV GH for more news updates. My name is Dr. Mensah. Good afternoon once again.